Was it just after halfway you said it?
Yeah, just after halfway I think we split. So, yeah. But yeah, no, we got to run together for halfway then.
So 2:23:08. Happy
Yeah.
with the time? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to run faster ideally, but like given the conditions and the way the race went out, I think that was a good performance based on all of that, all those uncontrollable variables. So it was actually quite windy out there that second half when when I was all on my own. So I had to really just buckle down and grind it out. But
So you didn't have anyone to run with when you were running the second half?
no, that second half, it really, that's when it spread out, and I was able to pick people off the second half. So every once in a while I'd see someone, and that would be helpful because I could kind of rein them in. But yeah, no, that first half we ran together, we ran kind of slow, and then it broke open when it got really windy, and I would have liked to pack then.
What did you learn? Was there anything unexpected today that happened?
I mean, there's always something unexpected with the marathon. That's, I think, the biggest lesson. There's just so many variables, so many things that can happen. But I guess the biggest thing for me was just our race plan, how we expected it to go, just went totally out the window within the first I don't know. We noticed in the first 10 or 15K we were going quite a bit slower. So, but we weren't gonna try to lead that whole group. So we kind of just had to adjust. And I think given all of that, it was a good first one.
Did it feel like you thought it would feel once you got into that kind of unknown territory after 20 miles?
Yeah, I think once I got to 24 miles, I was oh, okay, now I'm I'm ready for the finish line. So I think the wheels started to come off a little bit then, but I mean, for my first one, I thought I did a pretty good job pacing it. I maybe went a little too fast after halfway, a little too soon, but I mean, it's my first one, so I'm learning.
And I think it was the second fastest ever American debut. What does this mean for your future? What's ahead in the next few years?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's promising, I think, for my first one to go that well. So yeah, I think it's a good place to be, and we have a lot to build off of. There are a lot of things we can improve on in the future, but I'm pretty happy because I feel for 2020 I can maybe look at the marathon and the 10K or either or. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good place.
Were you guys supposed to have a pacer with you at all at the start?
No, we had a self-paced group, but then the group that was meant to have a pacer, I think, didn't go with their pacer. They decided they didn't want to go that fast. So they ended up going slower than our self-paced group was supposed to go. So we just all slowed down, which was fine. Just good practice to just be out there and know that the race plan might not go exactly how you think, and you need to adjust.
What's going through your mind though when you see these women who are supposed to be going out super fast and then suddenly they're not?
I mean, it's just kind of well, we have to adjust. That's what I was thinking, because we're not going to be leading these women and just going out. I'm not going to go out just myself and try to run the pace I want to run. That's not smart racing. So yeah, just adjusting. I think that's been key all build up and in the race.
Sorry, did you talk much to Molly during the race?
A little bit at the beginning. The first half mile we're all right, we're on pace, and then afterwards we're we're going slow. But that was fine.
And a lot of people said, predicted, I suppose, that you were made for the marathon, going back to Ray Tracy, Would you yourself now say that, having gone through that experience, that you found your event fully?
Yeah, I think all signs pointed towards I'd be good at the marathon, but you don't really know until you do one. So I think for my first one, I think that's a really good first marathon, and I also had a good 10K just a month ago as well. So I feel I'm in a pretty good place. I feel we found what works training wise, and there are definitely things I can improve on in the marathon. And I know that, I knew that going into the race. I didn't. There are definitely things I could have done more of, but for this first one, stuff happening in the build-up, and you have to kind of go with it. So I think there's a lot of room for improvement too, which is nice.
Kosgei closed in 66:42 for the second half.
Oh, really?
What do you make of that?
It was so windy that second half. I remember after halfway, I was okay, I'll just pick it up the second half because we went out so slow. But the first half we had the wind at our back, I think, and the second half we were going into it. So,
Molly, could I ask you a few questions as well?
But yeah, no, it felt windy that second half, I'd say. So it's a really good split.
All right,
Yeah.
congratulations,
Thank you.
Emily. Nice run.